Exciting, man. What a great day. And I would just say, from the time our guys got off the bus this morning at the stadium, experienced Cardinal Walk, I would say a large percentage of our guys, there's only a couple that were here the last time that we had Cardinal Walk. And just to see the smile on their face as they're walking into the stadium and just interacting with some of our supporters, that was awesome. And then the environment today at the stadium, it was great. We need our fans here. We need them next week when Georgia Southern comes to town. And can't thank everybody that showed up today enough for making it awesome. And to be able to win and get a win, first home game of the season, to get a great win against Indiana State, to get the victory bell back here in Muncie. It's heavy. I'll let all the guys in the locker room do the heavy lifting on that one, but it's great to have that back here. You work hard, tirelessly throughout the week, preparing for an opportunity to go play the game that you love. I'm just proud of our guys, man, the way they played the game, the excitement in the locker room when it's over, singing our fight song together, seeing smiles, seeing some guys that graduated a few years ago somehow, some way find their way into the locker room is awesome. To see our guys that maybe didn't dress for the game find their way to the locker room is awesome. There's no better feeling. There's no feeling like that. It's indescribable to me. I'll never forget those as a player. Certainly won't forget those as a coach. I'm just proud of our team. The game ebbs and flows. By no means was it a perfect game, but our guys battled. We went into halftime there, up 10-0. We knew it was going to be a dogfight. Forget the records. It's going to be a battle. They're going to fight. They're going to scratch. You're going to get their best punch. And we did, and I got a lot of respect for Kurt Mallory, his program. I know they've been bit some by the injury bug, as team that happens in football. But I'm proud of our guys, man. It was a great team win, and we enjoyed every second together in that locker room when it was all said and done.
Coach, you kind of talked about the scene in the locker room. After the first 2 weeks, what does this do for the morale going forward?
Win number one is really, nothing more, nothing less. We knew today was opportunity number 3. You're only guaranteed 12. Anything past that, you got to earn. So for us to come back home, everybody was looking forward to it. Honestly, some of us didn't really know how to act, because I can't remember the last time that we stayed in Muncie at a hotel. We took the buses from the hotel over here to the stadium. That's been a while. The last time that happened for me, Jacob White's on our staff now. The last time that happened here, Jacob White was taking the field for us for his final home game. So it's been a while. It's been a minute. So that was awesome to be able to just take advantage of having a great crowd on family weekend. I think it's fitting. We pride ourselves a lot around here on family. That's what it says on that band right there for a reason. We're all family here, and nothing more fitting than to get win number one with a great crowd here at Schumann Stadium. Thanks to the students. They were awesome over in that corner, making it loud. I saw them bringing juice for 4 quarters, which was incredible.
Yeah. You talk a lot about the crowd and just how it was special. I mean, I saw you and the team coming off the buses and how they helped you today. Can you kind of put into words, like, really how, because some people might not understand how just having a crowd support you can actually help produce on the field?
Listen, I've always felt strongly about Ball State can be special. Ball State can be great, but it takes everybody. It can't just be the program, can't just be the athletic department. It takes everybody. We need our community here. I think what's happened here in our community and what President Mearns has done with the Muncie Community Schools and the partnership with Ball State is second to none. And I think we just got to continue to get them excited about Ball State, have them, encourage them to come out and give us some support, because we need them in order to have our program and have a special program. It takes everybody involved. It takes the community, and I know what that does for our players. I know what it did for those guys today when they got off the bus, the smiles on their faces, the excitement level. That's big time. That's big time. We need to grow that. The last thing I'll say just about the crowd is all the students that were here today. Coach Lewis wanted me to throw out there that he'll be happy to pick up your tab next weekend when you show up at the Georgia Southern game. So there you go.
Moving more.
Sure, I'll get a call from him.
Yeah. Moving more on to the game. I mean, we talked in the press conference and kind of throughout the last couple of weeks about getting the run game established.
Mm-hmm.
Certainly did so today with almost 300 yards. Obviously, that's been a concerned effort. When you see that pay off on the field, what's the work that they've been putting in to get to this point?
Yeah, and again, we played 2 very good football teams the first 2 weeks of the season that are the top rushing defenses in the country. We knew it was going to be tough sledding, but I was not going to discourage us for a second. I loved the look on the offensive lineman's face the entire game, just to see those guys coming off the field, see them sitting down, regrouping between series with Coach Johnson, just to see, like, keep running it behind us, just keep running it behind us, and to do that today to the tune of 300 yards, and for several guys to be involved in that. Marquez Cooper, man, made his presence felt today, and delivered an awesome, awesome game, but also guys like Rico Barfield and what he did, getting in the end zone, one on the ground, one through the air. Charlie Spiegel there at the end. Kyle Kelly getting involved there. So it's awesome. That's something that's got to be front and center for us. I don't care what level of football you play. You got to establish a run that sets up everything else. And those passing game, those days, those numbers will come, but really starts with us being able to make sure that we get our run game established, and everything else will complement that.
Yeah, we've kind of talked throughout the season about just having a really versatile offense. I mean, you got a lot of guys who contribute, and you named off a lot of names who rushed there. We've seen 3 quarterbacks. I feel like that kind of reared its head today, is the versatility of this offense, even without guys like Brady Hunt or Ty Robinson. Do you feel like that potential is getting realized more every week?
I do. I see the work these guys put in. I see the work they put in starting back in spring ball. I see the work they put in training camp. They believe, and they're hungry, and they want to be successful, and we don't want to be a one-dimensional offense. There's a lot of exceptional football players in our locker room, and they're all going to have an opportunity to be put in a position to make plays. And I thought those guys did a great job today, just stepping up when their number was called. And it all starts in the trenches, no matter what side you're on, offensive line, defensive line. And I'm really proud of what our guys did up front, getting 4 sacks today defensively, really making it tough, capitalizing on some turnovers. Great to see Keontae Newsome scoop and score. Told him it was great to see his speed on display. The excitement level on the sideline, there's a lot of guys trying to race him to the end zone, but we all need to stay in our place over there, make sure we let him do his thing. So it was a fun win, but we're going to enjoy this tonight, this afternoon, and we're gonna get full speed ahead here tomorrow morning, just on the recovery process and on to the next one.
Yeah. About Samanza, it's kind of been obviously the whole saga with multiple different quarterbacks. He started 2 games in a row. Is he the guy, or is it too early?
You just got to keep growing his confidence. I thought he did a lot of good things today. Obviously, the ball got loose at one time, but he pulled it down, scrambled. He's going to keep getting better. The more snaps you get, you're only going to get better. And he's got a very good skill set. He can do a lot of things. But I thought he did a good job of bouncing back a couple times today when he had some adversity. And I thought he did a good job there at the end of the first half. We worked hard on 2 minutes. We at least got ourselves in position with not much time left on the clock when we took over that drive. And at least had a field goal attempt. It was great to see Jackson's got a big leg, and he had the distance to get that done. It just popped off that left upright. But it was good to see that, because those are the stressful situations you work on a lot in practice.
Just to clarify, is he, looking to be the starter going forward?
We handle it week by week. We're just going to get back in here, attack the film, and we're going to grind and compete on the practice field, and we'll see where we go from there.
Yeah. I guess last thing for me is, with the turnover battle, you talked about that all year, finally win that today, and you talked about how that starts in practice. What did you see from the guys in practice this week to lead to today?
I just think being brought into the details, you work on it, and sometimes when you work on the same thing every day, does it have the intensity level that it needs? And those are the things that when you're on the practice field, all you got is each other. You got to figure out a way to drill that the best that you can. We get a 6-minute time block there as soon as we're done stretching, and we hammer that, to make sure we take care of the ball. The decision-making piece on the QB to make sure he's making good decisions and eliminating the interceptions, that's a different animal. But when you talk about the ball and taking care of the ball, everybody's bought into the details of that, what we drill in practice for 6 minutes after stretch.
Absolutely.
Coach, how long are you going to be comfortable doing the week-to-week quarterback?
Whatever, yeah, and it's not a fun answer. I know you guys are tired of that answer, but really we're just trying to make sure that we do the best we can for our football team in order to have a chance to win each and every week. Caden is gaining experience by the week here, and he's doing a really good job, so we just got to keep growing him, growing his confidence, but also making sure the other guys are ready to roll.
And we talked about the running game doing so well today. Passing game shows some flashes, like you said. There's still some more work on. Where do you feel like that part of the offense is at right now?
Yeah, I think part of it in the second half too is when we felt like we were getting after them pretty good up front. We got to make them stop us. That's the one thing that when you're running the football effectively and doing it the way we were, let's keep feeding. Let's keep feeding it. There's no way, no reason. And we had a couple opportunities there. It was a great touchdown pass to Tanner there. In the fourth quarter there was also a great job by him. We called a shot play the play before that. They didn't give us a look. We thought we were going to get, so we did a good job of checking the ball down to the shallow cross. I don't want to see Tanner jumping over guys anymore. But he did a good job of making the correct read right there. That's all part of it because you're fired up as a QB when you call a shot play. You want to get an out and up on them for a touchdown, but when they play man and that's not the look, then you got to do a good job of trusting the progression. He did that, and that shows maturity. That shows here's a guy that it's easy to try to force one and jam one in there, but he did a good job of making a really good decision. That's positive because I played that position also, and I made a lot of dumb decisions in my career. But luckily, my coach stuck with me. That's important when you can do a really good job of having the awareness to check the ball down when it's needed.
For sure. And we saw Ty obviously not playing. It looked like, I believe it was him on the sideline, had a wrap or some sort of cast on his left arm. What's up with him?
We found out late in the week. Wasn't trying to mislead anybody through the week. Obviously, Ty injured his thumb in Georgia. We didn't find out. We didn't find out and get the results, the MRI, until midweek. So, he's going to be out for a little while here. But he's got a thumb injury there, and we're going to be without him here for a few weeks.
Also with the defense, like we kind of alluded to, they got a lot of pressure today. Would you say 4 sacks? Does that feel different than last year? Because I believe the sacking wasn't a big part of the statistical production that they had.
Well, I think our experience up front in that front seven defensively was the strength of our football team as we headed into the offseason. That was the strength of our football team today.